Hello, people of Earth, it's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast, and today we are once again at the helm of strong-style wrestling for a couple of weeks of television as we venture into the world of Wrestling Empire. But before I get to that, I'd like to say hello to everybody in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter who, what, where, when, wait, no matter who, what, where, wait, no matter who, what, where, when, why, or how you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. Took a couple of kicks of that can, still not quite sure I got that right. Quick shout out to White Rabbit Object. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Snuck that one in during the countdown, so you will get to hear. Here's the little wacky wavy guy. Very low battery version of that. I think it's a rechargeable 9-volt. I'm pretty sure it's a rechargeable 9-volt that I can just add some more juice to. Some little tambourine action for you. Thank you so much, White Rabbit Object, for your continued support of the Silent G unit as we get into Boink, the booking career on Strong Style Wrestling. Here we are at a TV taping in Arabia, so it is described. Let's double check the map here to see exactly what it is that they're after. They love giants and they hate vanilla midgets, so to me that just means they don't want short people. That's okay, it just means it'll take a little longer for them to appreciate their work. We do not have a world champion, as Abyss was our champion, and then they left the promotion. We were unable to come to an agreement on the new contract for them, so they pieced out. So we don't have a belt. We had to go to Wrestler's Court, so Abyss already showed up in Maple Leaf Grappling with our title. We're not happy about that. Main event is going to crown a new champion. Let me just double check. Yeah, and then the rest of this thing, we are booking on the fly. Oh, looks like Bobby Lashley versus Luna Vachon is locked in as a singles match. I was going to put them against each other in a tag team affair, but okay, if that's what they want to do, that's what we'll do. Okay, let's start things off. I mean, these are some beefy peeps. Let's start some things off with Coach. Coach, you can start first. And our first match of the afternoon is actually going to be in our women's division. Molly Holly. Thank you very much, White Rabbit Object, for that blurb. As we are manly men in tights each and every Thursday afternoon here. Alright, Cobra Moon. Alright, coming in. She's new to the roster. She's in place of Mickie James, who had a terrible injury to the point where I think we paid for surgery to maybe fix her, but we also don't employ her anymore, so it doesn't really matter. She was facing paralysis, I believe, and her wrestling career may have been completely over, but again, we hired Cobra Moon instead. And now we're going to put them to work. Boop. Standard. SSW rules apply. Pinfall in the ring. That's the only way to win this sucker. Non-title, because just making sure. There aren't any on the line, but we're just making sure. Weapons inside the ring. Don't really need a script attached to this one. Let's check the ring itself. How big is this sucker? 97 versus 93. These are the two debate I always fall into. Is it 3 off or is it 93? Certainly not that. 71's too. Then yeah, that's too big. I'm gonna go 93 on this one and see how it feels, just overall. Okay. No script. We're getting right to the ring. Molly Holly, Cobra Moon. Activity in the women's division to start us off today. Hope everyone's having a lovely day here. Crowd yet to arrive. It's very strange how we keep selling tickets as the show progresses. Normally by the time the show starts, you want everybody seated and enjoying the show as booked, but in a strange sensation that exists here in Wrestling Empire and pretty much nowhere else, every match more people file into the arena. Very interesting. Molly Holly, as we said, former women's champion, I think. Certainly in contention for the belt for a while. Who do we have at the desk? Television champion Taz and Red Shoes at the commentation station. As Cobra Moon with a camcorder and a big old rock in her hand. Hang on. Molly Holly. Oh, into the powerbomb. 1. Quick 1 count on Cobra Moon, trying to end things early as Molly Holly with that powerbomb. Cobra Moon very attached to that rock. Standing shooting star. Doc Emerson. Oh, countered off the top. Does Molly Holly. Now, the crowd isn't going to be as enthused for this one because these are quote-unquote vanilla midgets. They are smaller competitors. They like the big, meaty men slapping meat. So we're going to try to put that in most of our men's division matches. It's nothing we can really do about the, you know, stature of our women's division. All it really means is they're going to struggle a little more to get the audience on their side, but so far so good. Cobra Moon now with that steel chair. As always, no disqualification, no count out, no submission here in Strong Style Wrestling. The only way to win. Pinning your opponent in the center of the ring. Oh, a big body slam out of the chair by Molly Holly. Now she's got the ring bell. Cobra Moon trying to defend herself with that same steel chair. Seen a lot of action so far in this less than 2 minutes of matchup. So ridiculous. Cobra Moon trying to slow things down. Can't win the match that way, but can certainly drain the energy of your opponent. Test of strength. Don't see that too often. Center of the ring. Oh, Cobra Moon hitting with a clothesline. And right back to work on Molly Holly. Into a gator roll. Nice counter by Molly. Drone cam going to work. Molly trying to force the shoulders of Cobra Moon to the canvas for a pin attempt. Nothing doing, so she switches her grip, switches her focus. Oh god, gets caught in a cattle mutilation by Cobra Moon. Now both competitors back to their feet, fighting over a chair. Cobra Moon hitting that suplex. Back to the steel chair. Where's she going up top? Where's she going? Where's she going? Oh! Shooting star splash off the top with the steel chair. No follow-up. Oh, Molly Holly grabs the chair away from Cobra Moon. Misses with a swing. Back up top. Oh, God. Went for another shooting star. But Molly blocked it and then put her through the steel steps. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell is Edge doing here? Representing Federation Online. He doesn't work here. I mean, he used to. Diving splash to Cobra Moon by Edge. What is going on here? We're being invaded. Doesn't even have the courtesy to take his shades off, does Edge. Dropkick to Cobra Moon. Why is he helping Molly Holly? Why is he here at all? Coach Emerson, get him out of here. Springboard, spin kick. Catches Molly, knocks the chair out of her hand. Amazing recovery there from Cobra Moon. As Edge looks on from ringside, looks like he might be done. Looks like he might be finding a way to try to get back through the crowd and out of here. Cobra Moon with that steel chair once again. Standing shooting star misses. Molly rolls out of the way. Oh, didn't avoid that though. Into the single leg crab with the steel chair for added torque. Cobra Moon came to us from like Rising Sun Puresu, so there's no existing relationship there with Edge. I think it's just because we're in a territory that All American Wrestling used to be. Hang on! Whoopee cushion for the pin! Countered into a sunset flip by Molly. 1! Cobra Moon out at 1. What an exchange there. I think Edge is here representing All American Wrestling because this territory, quote unquote, belongs to them until we break their attendance record. Gut wrench by Molly Holly. Now trying to slow things down on Cobra Moon. Oh, gets caught once again into the cattle mutilation. Jockeying for position on the mat. Molly's screaming in pain. That would have been a submission in any other promotion, but certainly not here. They don't exist. Small package by Molly. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Cobra Moon kicks out at 2. Excellent wrestling move. Oh, another spin kick as Molly was arguing with the referee. Now Cobra Moon feeling that adrenaline. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Cobra Moon with a big win. Nice try, Edge, but it'll take more than that to stop me from winning, says Cobra Moon. You may have survived this battle, but you lose the war. I'm already living rent-free in your head, Cobra Moon, says Edge, who doesn't even work here. Get him out of here, ref. Woo! All right, Molly Holly's skill went up after losing that matchup. Okay. Outstanding matchup. Skill went up. Cobra Moon's profile has risen for winning, or for being part of it. And there, we just took over Arabia by beating their attendance record after a single match. We did it. Oh, what's going on here? Molly Holly wants Red Shoes as their manager? No. He's a referee. Neither of us have anything better going on, so we're just trying to make things interesting. He's a referee, and has been a referee this whole time. What do you mean nothing better going on? He's about to referee a matchup. Like, he literally has a job to do. That he's about to do. Drew McIntyre here. Won a 4-way #1 contenders match for the shot at Taz. See? Red Shoes. Something to do. Don't tell me he has nothing going on. He's the referee for the show. She wanted him to fix her matches. Yeah, see? Yeah, that just seems like she wants extra favors. No thank you. What's going on, Gaming Master LT? Hope you're having a nice day. Thank you for joining us as always. Okay, so this is just going to be a straight up matchup. One-on-one television title on the line. We got our not proponents. Good lord, we got participants. I couldn't think of the word for participants. Okay. Is it just an announcement? I think it's an announcement. There we go. Referee introduces each competitor. We're going to start with introducing Drew McIntyre, and then we'll introduce Taz, because it'll introduce contender and then champion. Other than that, that is it. Like, it's just a straight up, it's just a straight up TV title match. Taz's television championship on the line here against Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre should be accompanied by Christian Cage for this one. The other half of the Father Figures tag team. And here they go. Out comes Taz first. Interesting theme song. Taz, by the way, is our version of King Kong Bundy is what they're going for. I don't know if that affects their moveset, but it certainly affects their attire and so on and so forth. There's also a revolver in the ring. I wish I could block guns. Most of the other weapons, no problems with. Don't really need gun play in my wrestling matches. It just seems like it's a little beyond the pale. Especially when there's like a banana in the ring at the same time. Just use the banana. Welcome to this television championship match. As Molly Holly and Bobby Lashley call this one. 264, 6'5", your contender, Drew McIntyre. Right there, Drew McIntyre. And the champion, Taz. Taz. I'm your referee, Red Shoes. Ring that bell. Find ourselves a winner. Taz looking to retain. Drew looking to become champion for the first time in his career. I gotta go grab a bottle of water, so I will be right back. Please enjoy the action without commentary in the meantime. Taz, big fan of that shovel. Christian Cage getting involved here early. Taz used to have a stable around him, was a member of the Heenan family with Bobby Lashley, with Andrew Martin, and with the, I mean, I don't want to say dearly departed, but the ghost of Bobby Heenan. Just kidding, he's still alive somewhere in the wrestling universe. He just was so grievously injured for our company that he lost a hand and sued us. And then eventually we just let him go from his contract. Cough, cough, cough. I love that that's one of the submission sounds. It's just somebody coughing. Hit him with a banana! As Red Shoes takes some vacation shots of the crowd. That starts to fill up here a little bit more. Drew McIntyre in a commanding submission hold here, trying to break the arm of television champion Taz. Drew McIntyre looking for his first taste of gold here in Strong Style Wrestling. Thought it might be in the tag team division with his tag team partner Christian Cage and the Father Figures team. But perhaps singles gold in the future for Drew, as he's clearly in charge. His TV title shot, hang on, Taz rolls him up. 1, 2! Taz less than a second away from retaining the gold. Small package by Drew, 1, 2! Taz out at 2. Drew feeling the adrenaline. Has a camcorder in hand. Death Valley driver to Taz. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. We've got a new TV champion. Another short match. Another near 5-star affair. Can't complain about that. Congratulations to Drew for becoming the new TV champion. In an exceptional match. Taz's status has dropped a little bit. His popularity is only down to 90. And Christian Cage is excited that his client won. Yay, everybody. Yay in general. All right. Right back to it. We're not going to use Conrad because I'm trying to save money. I think if I don't book Conrad, I don't have to pay him $11,000 to show up. So instead, it's Bull Nakano, Manami Toyota. In 1 minute. That'd be hilarious. A 1-minute match. That's all good. Put them in the ring. Let's actually make this, let's see. Yeah. Let's fight at the Pirates Cove. I don't know why, but we will. A few more weapons inside the ring. Nothing really else going on. It's just, for whatever reason, on this strange little island, just because it's a arena that we got to add via mod. So we haven't used it before, so we're going to use it. A pirate match. Is there anything in this list of weaponry that says pirate? If there's oranges, that would be hilarious, because I can stop them from getting scurvy. Yes! Yes! Alright, 24 weapons, most of which are going to be oranges during this pirate match. Alright. Let me write that down. Pirate match. Bull Nakano, Manami Toyota. Let's get to it! Why wait? I mean, why would you wait? Why ever? Absolutely ridiculous. Come on down! I mean, the lighting in here is pretty interesting. Hello, Bull! We got an ad coming up in about a minute. Look at all the oranges! Referee already enjoying one. Now Bull's got one as well. 24 of your finest oranges, please. Mind you, there's some non-orange weaponry outside the ring as well. Hang on, what is Red Shoes doing here? Like that. Also, I can't rotate the camera. Something's very wrong here with the drone cam. Ugh. Okay, so I'm looking around. I don't really see a commentation station, even though Red Shoes is here to do it. I don't know why he's here. There's nobody else doing commentation. He's just here. He's just hanging. Red Shoes is just hanging out. Here at the Pirate Cove. Grab your oranges. Let's do it. It's our anti-scurvy campaign match. Watch out, everybody. Ads starting soon. If you want to avoid them, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, we'll be right back after this picture-in-picture. The Scurvy Dog match. Here at the Pirate Cove. Got a ship in the background and everything. Not a lot of room for people around the ring, but I appreciate that they've shown up regardless. Got a lit cigarette, a bunch of oranges. Bull Nakano having a smoke mid-match. Supremely confident. Oh, big belly to belly there. To Manami Toyota. Sheer drop brainbuster center of the ring by Bull Nakano. Finally done with that cigarette. Grabs another orange. Scooping a slam by Bull. Been all over Manami Toyota. Past minute or so. So we see Red Shoes at ringside. Doc Emerson, our referee on record, calling the action. And a very select crowd bobbing up and down. Here at the Pirates Cove. Bull Nakano looking to end this thing early. Already feeling the adrenaline. Manami Toyota trying to get away from her. Oh, big Samoan drop by Bull. Kip up by Manami Toyota. Plenty of fight left in her. Oh no! Oh no! Bull Nakano went for a springboard and landed on a broken leg. Oh, she may have broken her collarbone. Something snapped. She is clearly in dire straits. She is clearly in trouble. Horribly hurt. Thank you so much, Emery, for the hot box. It should dissipate pretty nicely as we are outside currently. Just kind of dissipate into the atmosphere. Bull somehow weathering the storm of that springboard broken collarbone. Yeah, definitely needs to go home, but Bull Nakano still fighting this one. Gonna keep an eye on that injury as Red Shoes is in to check on his potential clients here. Another springboard, don't you dare! She tried one. Hurt herself further, perhaps. Oh! Orange shot low by Manami Toyota. Pulling Bull Nakano back to her feet. Flips her over. Full mount by Manami. Yeah, Bull's just gonna walk it off. Not doing too badly, Emery. How's your day going? Just thought I'd present a couple of weeks with some exciting SSW action. Flaming orange in the center of the ring! I don't know why or how she lit the orange aflame, or why the referee is just eating them without peeling them. Big gut wrench suplex by Toyota into the pin. 1, 2! Bull kicks out! Despite the injury, Bull keeps going. Broke her collarbone, springboarding into the ring. Has been fighting since. Has been Bull Nakano. Rolls up Manami. 1 in the ropes, but it doesn't count. I mean, it doesn't count as a rope break. Monkey flip trying to send Bull Nakano over the ropes, doesn't quite make it. Now the camel clutch on Manami Toyota. Countered. Nice. What game did you play for 6 hours? That's like putting it almost in a work shift, playing a game. Nice to know you're still drawing. And that you had some fun with that game that you ended up playing for 6 hours. It's nice when something sucks you in like that, eh? Like you don't even mean to. Like, oh, maybe I'll try this for like an hour or so, and then you look at the clock. All of a sudden, the whole day's gone. You've been having adventure after adventure. Another sheer drop brainbuster by Nakano! Some city building game. That's cool. Those are easy to get invested in, I find. Always something to do. Oh, big orange shot! Here in this scurvy dog match here at the Pirates Cove. One arm backslide! Hang on! Oh, out at one was not Manami Toyota there. Steals the orange. Jockeying for position. Back into the center of the ring as we approach this 6-minute mark in this contest. Brought to you by Oranges. The Orange Council. The Orange People. Oh! Counter the Hurricane Run into a Dominator! 2! Bull Nakano hangs on and wins! What a performance! And they shake hands after. Wowzers. She was horribly injured during that. I don't know if she's going to survive. Manami Toyota was pinned in an extraordinary Oranges match. Her profile suffered a little bit. Bull Nakano's profile has risen after taking part in such a compelling match. No injury to speak of, so she's fine. She just walked it off. I get... What? What? Sting's taking us to... You putting us in court? You got it. I mean, Sting versus... I'm sorry, Old Man Sting versus... You got it, buddy. Sure, we have big things planned. Just ask Mr. T back there. Sure thing. That's good to hear, Conrad Thompson. Thanks for giving me an opportunity. No problem, Old Man Sting. See what John Cena and Stan Hansen have to say about it. Okay, so Sting wants a match. We're going to give him a match. This is insane. I thought I could maybe turn this into a tag team match and put Bobby Lashley and a female competitor against Luna Vachon and Bam Bam Bigelow, since Bam Bam and Luna are already associated. But Bobby had challenged Luna Vachon to a match, and it has to apparently be a one-on-one confrontation. So that's what we're doing. Bobby Lashley, Luna Vachon, one-on-one. Absolutely hilarious. It's going to be a standard matchup. So first fall wins it. No titles on the line. Not that there are any titles involved. But pinfall center of the ring. That's all you can do. Props inside the ring. Oh, by the way, it's a bull rope match. No, that's okay. So I'm going to add some extra furniture. Not that they put them anywhere. So I'm going to double the furniture. Put 16 weapons in the ring. Yep, first fall. Everything else is fine. This is so weird. Whoa. What? Okay, I don't like this. This looks sick. Fast murkiness. Smooth murkiness. Fast disco. Smooth disco. I'm going to leave that all alone. Thank you so much. The water rising on the island would be hilarious, but we're going to leave that alone too. Okay, everything looks good. Just a straight up matchup between Bobby Lashley and Luna Vachon. They requested this, so, you know, nothing I can do about it. Let's just let it happen. Maybe they can have an argument or something. It's not hair versus hair. No. Not using any of that. Sure, let's do that. Bobby Lashley laments not being respected. I don't think it matters in particular to this scenario. Oh my god, I just saw the extra furniture. They just slap some stuff near the ring. That's great. This is a long intro, too. It takes a while for them to get out here. Luna accompanied by Bam Bam. Now key them. Key them. Key them. Key them. Way too long. Alright, they're already in the ring. I gotta wait for the key to show up so I can click on it so that they can get in the ring fast. Alright, Bobby. Coming out here with Test. Yeah. Or seriously, Andrew Martin. Alright. Bobby Lashley, accompanied by Andrew Martin, has something to say. No matter how many matches I win, you ignorant people never give me the respect I deserve. Why is... Okay, I think Red Shoes and Beth Phoenix are supposed to be calling the match, but there's no, like, commentation station nearby, so they might just be hanging out on that computer. Meanwhile, Andrew Martin is here in support of Bobby Lashley, his tag team partner, and Bam Bam Bigelow is here in support of Luna Vachon, his romantic partner. At least in terms of our wrestling promotion. Trash talking continues. Ding, ding, ding. Bebe looks hurt. Alright, Luna Vachon, Bobby Lashley, one-on-one. In a match that they demanded. And by they, I mean one of the two competitors. I can't remember which one. I think it was Bobby Lashley challenging Luna. I can't remember. Off to a fast start here. A bunch of weapons in the ring, including handcuffs, I see. A skateboard. Another revolver. What just happened there? Oh, Red Shoes just fell off the apron. Coach trying to get rid of Andrew Tess Martin as well. As Luna Vachon just trapped in this ankle lock by Bobby Lashley, just taking his time. Not in a rush at all. Just kind of sitting on a nice padded cushion, wrenching on the limbs of Luna Vachon there on the canvas. Cough, cough. Oh. Finally, Luna breaks out after about a minute. Oh, dear Lord! Hip tossed her into the present, and the present exploded in both of their faces. Back to her feet once again. Try to gut wrench suplex. Luna Vachon pushes him off. Only 90 seconds gone in this one. Crowd loving it. It's already a 4-star match, which is wild. I do like the sunset. Like the light streaks in the ring is kind of nice. You can see them on the steel steps right now in front of Beth. Bobby Lashley says this is it. Looking for a way to finish Luna Vachon off once and for all. Scoops her up. Into the F5 by Bobby Lashley. Into a cover. 1, 2. No! Luna kicks out at 2. Trying to get back into it. Go behind by Bobby. Big German suplex with a bridge and a skateboard. 2, 3. Bobby Lashley with the victory. All right, an impeccable match. Absolutely impeccable. So, oh, okay. Pirate match. Bobby Lashley beats Luna Vachon. I already booked Bobby Lashley versus Bam Bam for next week. Actually, you know what? Andrew Martin versus Bam Bam for next week. Done. So that's the other half of this that we'll do on the other show that we're broadcasting today. An impeccable match that only took 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's called maximizing your minutes. So convincingly did a good job. Gone home early after that match and will not be available for the rest of the show. Okay. She a little butthurt about it? What's up, guys? I think my team of the Great Two Hotties run its course, so shouldn't we go our separate ways? Guys, we don't have any babyface tag teams. We need you to stay together. Stay together! If I have to carry the Great Two Hottie any longer, then it won't end as happily as you seem to think. Whoa! Great Sasuke turning on his partner. The Great Two Hottie. Okay, what else we got going on? What am I looking at here? What is through this guy's chest that I'm seeing? That's very strange. Did that happen to you too? No, this guy. Yeah, why are you like 95% opaque? Oh, it's the lighting, I guess. Okay, it's the lighting. It just looks like I'm seeing what's behind him. Okay. Anyway, you are not the competitors that I'm looking for. You know who are? One half of the tag team champions, Coco Beware. And one half of the Flock of Doom, Elegante. Okay, so for this, I'm also going to make sure that Bam Bam isn't refereeing. It's going to be Red Shoes again. Rules-wise, non-title, just in case, because if Elegante were to win this and it said titles were to be defended, he would be a tag team champion, and we don't want that. Yeah, the lighting makes them slightly transparent for some unknown reason. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Very wild. Also, we're gonna go away from the Pirate Cove. I'm just setting everything else up first. All right, straight up matchup. Let's get back in the arena. I believe we're in the classic arena. No fog, thanks. No fog, thank you. Okay, we're gonna need barriers though. Let's put those back. Get the props in the ring. Yeah, just standard selection. Nothing fancy. We got a fancy main event coming up, and we have to crown a new world champion. So, got a 4-way eliminator coming up in our main event. That's all good. Rules-wise, we're okay. Got to make sure it's non-title so the tag belts aren't accidentally on the line. No need for a script. We're just going to get in there, and it's Coco Beware. Going to be accompanied by Old Man Sting or the Giant or both of them. I don't know. And then Elegante should be accompanied by Raven. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. In this singles contest. Out first, Elegante with Road Warrior Raven as predicted. Well, Emery, sun shining on you and becoming just a little transparent. Isn't that kind of Twilight? Where you just get a little shiny instead? Maybe it's a variation of Vampire. Alright, I clicked the button because they were just standing at the entranceway hugging. Out next, Tag Team Champion Coco Beware with Old Man Sting and his championship partner, the Giant. So the entirety of Sting's army on display here. Currently feuding with the Flock of Doom. And we are underway. Raven accompanying Elegante, who is in the ring. The Giant, championship tag team partner of Coco Beware. Coco in the ring currently, and their manager, Old Man Sting, also nearby, as the greats Tuhati and Coach Emerson are calling the action. We're going to see the Giant in our main event. We're also going to see Raven in our main event after this. They're going to stick around for the big 4-way elimination match to crown a new world champion. The Giant versus Raven versus Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega. That's still to come following this contest, as one of 2 main events of the afternoon. Because like I said, we got to crown a new world champion. Coco Beware trying to keep his eye in his socket. It's this matchup just getting underway here. Less than a minute gone. Coco Beware is going to have to do something to counter the overwhelming power of Elegante. Into that full half Nelson into a skull-crushing finale by Coco. Has been doing quite well for himself since becoming the protege of Old Man Sting. Speaking of Sting, distracting Elegante. At ringside, allowing Coco to get some shots in. Elegante spilling out onto the floor. In comes the Giant, who, like we said, we're going to see that main event. Raven as well is going to be involved in the main event. Referee keeping a close watch on Raven at ringside at present. Got a big fatal 4-way elimination match headed your way to crown a brand new world champion. And we need one. Because our Abyss, our reigning world champion, could not come to terms with a new contract and so abandoned the promotion to go sign with Maple Leaf Grappling. Which is strange to me that I can't poach a lot of talent from other promotions Because even if I set them favorable contract terms, they'll be like, oh, we'll never forget that you took Yugoslavia from blah, 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 whatever promotion they're currently with. And that means we'll never forgive you. That means I won't work for you. But none of the people that work for me seem to have a problem moving on to a different company if I can't come to terms. I also don't know why you're defending a promotion that's not paying you anymore. To be like, no, you took Yugoslavia from us. It's not an us if you are at a 0-week contract with a promotion, you know what I mean? Like, you are technically a free agent. They just have the opportunity to match any deal, I think. Maybe. I mean, that's my headcanon for it. Oh, Elegante literally playing with fire, setting that camcorder ablaze. Gonna keep an eye on that. That thing could explode at any moment. Big hip toss into the armbar by Elegante. Gotta say that Elegante's fundamentals have certainly improved since associating himself with Raven. And even a basic move by a man the size of an Elegante could be devastating. Look at Coco Beware with that Scorpion Deathlock taught to him by his manager, Old Man Sting. Center of the ring. Beautifully done. Working the back, working the legs. Unfortunately for Coco, Elegante with those massive legs able to kick him off. I don't think he's going to win a strike battle with Elegante either as Coco. As you can tell, he's already down on the canvas. Deadlift! Powerbomb by Elegante. A second one by Elegante. Folding Coco Beware in half. Now that neck vice broken up by Sting, and then a diamond cutter by Elegante. Into the cover. Referee out of position. 1, 2. Coco kicks out. Sting in late for the save. Giant and Raven getting in each other's faces. They're going to go tete-a-tete in the main event still to come. Elegante trying to lure Coco Beware in. Smothering the man now. 4.5 minutes gone in this contest, our semi-main event. First of 2 television shows we're bringing you this afternoon. Oh, big belly to belly. Can't quite get him up over the apron. Kind of gunned him across the top rope, however. Oh my God! Powerbomb! Ended up in a dragon suplex. After turning into a Queen Ocean Cyclone suplex, I think that's the one where they're on, like they're on your shoulders, then you go back. Good Lord. What a combination of offense there from Elegante. Does him no good as he now stumbles to the floor. As the Giant looks on, getting in his face. Coco's got a selection of steel cage he seems to want to use against Elegante. Crowd loving this one. A 5-star affair. 5.5 minutes in. Oh, Coco grabbed a mic. Elegante tried to kick it down his throat. Back into another submission. They do not count. This is kind of gay, to be honest, watching a couple of muscular men wrestling each other. Emery, I gotta tell you, wrestling's a little bit gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. As someone who's been watching it for 30-some years, a lot of my childhood was watching men, essentially in their underwear, pretending to fight each other. Ah, big tap out to the Scorpion Deathlock by Elegante, but there aren't any submissions in strong style wrestling, so he has to fight on those damaged legs. It can be done. We saw Bull Nakano do it. Oh, dear God! Dropped spine first onto the ring bell. Into the pin goes Coco. Just a 2. A devastating attack that was, planting him on that ring bell. The center of the spine of Elegante, and now a figure 4. Countered by the big man. Elegante hanging in there as we approach the 7-minute mark of our semi-main event. One of 2 semi-mains for the afternoon. Haven't booked the second one yet. Oh yeah, you can't not. Like the easiest way, Emery, to like diffuse something like that is if someone's like, wrestling's super gay, isn't it super gay? Is to be like, yeah, it is a little bit gay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and sexuality is a spectrum, y'all. In fact, wrestling in like ancient Greece, they would have been naked and grabbing each other's bits for an advantage and stuff too. So that would have been extra homoerotic. It's more like the rest of the world got uptight. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, double press pin by Coco, 2 and through, no! Oh my god, that was as close to 2.99 as you'll get in Wrestling Empire. Belly to belly by Elegante after those ring bell shots to the side of the jaw of Coco Beware. Both men scrambling, both men dazed, both men stumbling and bumbling. Looking for that knockout shot. Oh god, that head fight. Oh, stunner! Stunner by Coco! Falls back into the pin! 2, 3, Coco Beware with a huge win! A mesmerizing 8.5-minute match. Huge win for Coco. Another 5-star fare as well. Okay, he required some stitches. He'll be nursing the wound until next week. That's fine. He can come back next week, no problem. Elegante's skill went up from that one. Old Man Sting is happy that his client won. Let me guess. Road Warrior Raven is sad that his client, or is upset that his client lost. Disappointed. That's fine. Disappointed. Not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay, you're here. You're not here. You're here. You're not here. So we're going to put you here. And our fourth person is actually Christian. So these are actually the 4 most popular wrestlers in our promotion going into tonight's show. These are... Everyone is a little gay, especially girls. Yeah, I honestly, yes. That seems accurate to me. Yeah. I have observed women with their female friends. Yes. I will say yes. That seems okay. I mean, not that there would be a problem. Okay, let's get insane and make this a fatal 4-way elimination bull rope match, because that's what we're doing. Elimination, no count out. We are here to crown a brand new world champion. Pinfalls only. Let's get some props around the ring here. So I'm going to do 2 dozen weapons because there's 4 people here. They're going to be in and outside of the ring. Furniture we're going to leave alone, just the standard assortment, but large gift. Large gift. 2 dozen. In and outside of the ring. 2 dozen large gift weapons in a match where they are tethered by a bull rope. I don't know how, because there's 4 of them. Tethered by a bull rope. And we are crowning a new world champion in an elimination match. I don't know what happens if you're tethered to another wrestler and you're pinned and eliminated. Same people watching girls do stuff that guys wouldn't even imagine doing, like hugging. That's just the start of it. Just like the way they talk to each other about their bodies and stuff like that. The way they interact with each other and their bodies. There's a lot more intimacy in female relationships and friendships than there is with men, for sure. And it can absolutely be interpreted as gay-ish, for sure. Gay shit, that is. But, you know, to me, it's just like they're just more comfortable. It just seems like a level of comfort and like intimacy and like connection that men are too uptight or too programmed to avoid, or you know what I mean, to like achieve. Like they're somehow taught that that's wrong. So anyway, I could guess ref this one. I'm not going to. This is going to be an absolute cluster, an absolute cluster crap. A world title eliminator fatal 4-way bull rope match. Winner is the new world champion. Here we go. Our first of 2 main events of the afternoon. Let's get this one underway. This is going to be insane. I don't know how they're going to be tethered. There's 4 of them. Drew McIntyre, who earlier today captured the television championship, out here accompanying his tag team partner in the Father Figures faction, Christian Cage, who has an opportunity to walk out with the world title tonight. Gonna be a lot of seconds at this one, as Red Shoes Ueno unwrapped a backpack. Out comes Road Warrior Raven, accompanied by tag team partner Elegante, who we saw in the previous competition, losing to Coco Beware. Another worthy contender for the world title. Red Shoes loves that backpack. Out comes by himself the recently re-signed Best Bet machine, Kenny Omega, trying to rise to the top of the mountain here in Strong Style Wrestling. Here in their second tenure with the promotion. And last but not least, representing Sting's Army, one half of the tag team champions, the Giant, out with Old Man Sting and also out with Coco Beware, technically injured in the previous matchup. Had some stitches he needed to tend to, but in accordance with how things work in this game, if you have any sort of injury, you limp horribly and you need a crutch. So, an injured Coco Beware out there with Old Man Sting in the matching attire, in support of the Giant, tag team champion and hopefully future world champion if they have anything to say about it. We're oh my God! We are underway in this four-way elimination bull rope match. All right, let's take a look. The Giant is tethered to Kenny Omega. Christian Cage is tethered to Raven. Oh, I love this so much. This is so ridiculous. A fatal four-way eliminator. Bull rope. Again, Kenny Omega and the Giant are tethered. Raven has his rope around his neck, attached to the waist of Christian Cage. 3 eliminations in this one. Winner is the last one standing, and our new world champion as Scott Hall and Bam Bam Bigelow are at ringside. I forgot to book Scott Hall. Okay, let's put Scott Hall. I have a match for both of them. Okay. I got a match there. We got 2 new competitors here that I didn't book either of them on the show. So next week it's going to be Steve Blackman versus Scott Hall. Both of them debuting for the company. Hang on. Giant almost eliminated nearly immediately, less than a minute and a half into this one. He's one of the favorites. Kenny Omega now with another backpack. Oh God! Hopefully it cushioned that blow. Elegante down inside the ring, taking a brief nap. Christian Cage holding up the World Championship belt, or what belt is that? Oh, sorry, that's the Tag Team Championship belt. I don't know where the world title is. Nobody has it at the moment. Deadlift powerbomb by Raven to the Giant. What power? What power? Again, absolutely hilarious as Kenny Omega is tethered to the Giant and Christian Cage is tethered to Raven. I want to do a battle royale where they're all tethered. Oh, pop-up powerbomb by the Giant in response to Raven. Again, you're going to see 3 eliminations and the last man standing in the ring when all the dust settles. Deadlift pile driver by the Giant. Whoever's left standing is going to be your world champ. Representing Strong Style Wrestling for probably the rest of our run here. As we're in October, we're just trying to get to February. Like the beginning of February. So we need to do October, November, December, and then January. So 4 more months. Try to get that done in less than 8 weeks if we can. Oh! Monkey flipped into a clothesline into an explosive. Down goes Christian and the Giant. Kenny Omega getting ready for school as he's going to take his opponents there. Trips Raven over another backpack. Old Man Sting's got something to say to the ref. Face claw on both the Giant and Christian Cage. Poison Rana to Raven by Kenny Omega. Action fast and furious here. Something of a doomsday device. Giant and Raven attacking Kenny Omega there. Elegante still trying to get involved. Red Shoes trying to get him out of here. Chaos reigns as usual. Atop the card here in Strong Style Wrestling. A 4-way eliminator bull rope match. Fisherman's Buster there to the Giant from Christian. Impressive strength. Double down. Double clothesline between Kenny Omega and the Giant. As Raven would have tapped out, a visual tap out to that armbar of Christian, but it's not going to save Raven in this one. Deadlift powerbomb onto the backpacks to Kenny Omega. No one eliminated yet. Just over 4 minutes gone in this one. Lots of action. Lots of punishment dealt out. No winners. A flaming backpack now by the Giant. Dropping the big elbow to the back of Kenny Omega. What a counter. Raven underneath the Giant. Smothered by the Giant and pinned. Road Warrior Raven has been eliminated. He's also been disconnected. Christian is loose. No more bull rope on Christian. There aren't no strings on him. Only Kenny Omega and the Giant remain tethered. I wonder if we get down to 2 if they will readjust the bull rope. Oh, what a DDT! Raven smothered by the Giant. Deadlift powerbomb into a cutter. Scott Hall and Bam Bam calling the action here. Oh, release German suplex and a kip up by the Giant who's feeling the adrenaline. Trying to smother Christian as well. Can't get too far away from Kenny Omega, can the Giant? You can see the rope attaching them waist to waist. Christian Cage looking to take advantage. We are down to 3 competitors. The winner is world champion. Raven's been eliminated from this contest. He and Elegante have no place at ringside any longer, but they're still hanging out. Hang on, the Giant's got Kenny! And he's done it! Kenny Omega eliminated! We're down to the Giant and Christian Cage, and now that we're down to the final 2, nobody's attached by any bull rope to speak of. As we busted up both pairings, now we're down to 2 individuals. Next fall wins it. Hang on, the Giant's got him down. 2, 3, the Giant wins the title! A brand new world champion crowned! And he got hurt, so he'll be nursing that wound for a week. All right, we got a new world champ! Which means I can do this. Okay. A magnificent World Championship 4-man elimination match in front of 10,000 fans. He got stitches, though. He'll be back next week. He won the title. Good for him. Kenny Omega's status was not affected. That's good. Road Warrior Raven's profile suffered from being a losing participant. That's fine. Christian Cage's status has not been affected. Also good. Old Man Sting's happy. Coco Beware is happy, except he's not supposed to be here anymore. Strong Style Wrestling have fortified their following in Arabia after setting a new attendance record of 10,068 people. All right. And we're going to broadcast that bad boy. Bobby Lashley and Luna Vachon had an almost 5-star match. This was almost a complete 5-star show start to finish. Almost, but not quite. As let's see if we've maintained our #1 status. Yeah! 99 out of a possible 99. Oof, and we're going to lose some money here after we make $100,000 and spend like 120. There's half of it gone. Oh, okay, we made a little bit. Nice. Nice! Like 13, 14,000, something like that. All right, 3rd week of October. Here we go. We love strikes and we hate furniture. We love faces. We hate barbed wire. Okay. We love explosions and we hate women. Like I don't want to perform in a country that's like we hate women. We love furniture and hate injuries. We love near falls and hate noisy crowds. No, no, no. Look at all this we can't do anymore. We love barbed wire. We hate time limits. Okay. I can do that. Oh, this is gonna suck. All right, we're going here. To the Philippines! The industry will stage a special event. Why? 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 For what reason am I giving up more money? The industry will stage a special event on the second week of November where all proceeds are expected to be donated to charity. For what? For what reason? And why do I have to do it? Why? It says the industry, quote unquote, but what it means is I put on a show. I spend money. My money goes to the charity, not the other promotions, just mine. There's some aspects of this game that are bullshit, and this is one of them. This and the wrestler court is bullshit, because all you do is lose money. Like, that's all you do. Whatever money I make from that show to be quote unquote donated to charity, I will use an editor and re-add to my promotion. Like, I'm tired of being forced to do this. Bad News Kingston is upset that he wasn't on the show. All right, I'll find a spot for you. Done. Great Sasuke is upset. I got a spot for you too. No problem. Damian Sandow's sad about it. Bobby Lashley's getting stronger. Okay. Luna Vachon's back. Maple Leaf Grappling has come under criticism and their ratings are going down. Okay. Austin Aries has left Maple Leaf Grappling to go to Federation Online. Good for you. Godfather's been released by Federation Online and must now be an independent wrestler. No problem. D'Lo Brown is sad about it. Weekend Warriors product has come under criticism and their ratings are down to 76. They also toppled me in Japan for drawing fourth out. This is literally where I just flew out of. And they're now the worst promotion in the world, but they stole Japan from me. Makes zero sense. Oh, I've been thinking of passing my legacy on to someone like Cobra Moon. What do you mean passing your legacy? As my protege, I teach her how to act like me and even accompany her to the ring to get her over. Okay. Used to do this with Mickie James. Let's do it. Hilarious. I'm glad you're as enthusiastic about this as we are. There's nobody else I'd rather pass the torch to. So Hurdy-Gurdy, our current women's champion, has taken Cobra Moon under her wing. What's going on here? Philippines is Wrestling Revolution territory, so strong style wrestling isn't welcome anymore. Do I have to fight you? If you want the Philippines back so badly, why don't you fight us for it instead of sneaking in? Okay. Here we go. If you had any guts, oh, promotional warfare. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a backstage brawl, but a promotional war. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it. Bring it on. Week 2 TV promotion battle versus who are you guys? I forget who you guys are. Who are you guys? Interpromotional contest in the Philippines with our double champion. Who are you guys? What's yellow? Wrestling Revolution. Okay, so Wrestling Revolution. Rev. Just put Rev. Okay, promotional battle versus Rev. Okay. So, let's get to our card. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. So I'm going to do a lot of different things. Yeah, that's right. Going against the promotion of created wrestlers headed by M. Dickey themselves. It's hilarious to me that Jushin Thunder Liger is their world champ. So I'm just going to write down who we're going to be facing. Monica Marquez is the first opponent. I had so many plans. They're all out the window. Al Cobain, that's a very strange name to me. Versus Matt Dickey. So that's going to be Matt Dickey versus Conrad Thompson one-on-one. Versus Woodrow, who is their Intercontinental Champion. Their tag team champions are Buddy Buchanan and Gino White. And then our main event against Jushin Thunder Liger. Okay. Okay. That's all written down. Lightweight round. So they want a women's... Yeah, so they want a women's champion. Hurdy-Gurdy. How you doing? Hurdy-Gurdy, her attitude's a little low, but other than that, she's doing okay. Cobra Moon looks exactly like Hurdy-Gurdy now. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go women's champion. So we're gonna go Hurdy-Gurdy versus Monica. I wish I could set the whole card and then just run it all and not just do it match at a time. Speaking of match at a time, I cannot affect the rules. I cannot affect the arena. I cannot affect anything that happens. We, and I mean we collectively, need to hope that we win. Like, that's it. That's all we can do is put the matches together in terms of who's facing Monica Marquez here, and then hope for the best. I know. LT says, too bad the double champ Giant is out of commission today. Yeah, because I would have put him against Jushin Thunder Liger, and we would have absolutely destroyed him. Yep, you're not wrong. So I also took note that Sasuke was mad about not being on the show. Sandow was mad about not being on the show. And, oh dear, there was one more. Oh, Bad News Kingston was mad about not being on the show. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to put them on this show. I'm just considering them more than I would otherwise because they directly complained. Okay, like I said, we can't affect anything rules-wise. So this is standard Wrestling Empire rules, which means it's a 10-minute time limit. There are disqualifications, there are countouts, there are rope breaks. You can't use any weapons. You strictly must out-wrestle your opponent. The only good news is that we're not competing for star ratings. We're just looking to win the match. So as best we can here, and I unfortunately can't be the ref, as best we can, we are trying to win this match. And by us, I just mean we're letting our champion go to it. Here we go! In the first of 6 interpromotional contests, finishing us off this afternoon. Representing Wrestling Revolution, please welcome Monica Marquez, accompanied by Matt Dickey. The inspiration for the interactive generation, says M. Dickey. It's an interesting moniker. I don't know that it's exactly... I mean, certainly the spirit of independent game making lives within M. Dickey, because, like, look at what he's done here. Got their own little kingdom of games. All right, we've got... I don't know who at the desk, because they're from elsewhere. I know it's Jim Cornette calling being the referee in charge here, but I don't know who the people are at the commentation station. Hurdy-Gurdy representing Strong Style, accompanied by Conrad Thompson, against Wrestling Revolution's women's champion, Monica Marquez. Monica Marquez. Yep. And impartial referee Jim Cornette of Maple Leaf Grappling here in this jam-packed, sold-out arena. Stakes are indeed high. Here we go. 10-minute time limit. Spin kick immediately by Hurdy-Gurdy into a drop kick where she accidentally hits her own boss. Gotta get M. Dickey and Conrad out of there. I see the timer ticking down. 10 minutes or less. I've not had any of these interpromotional matches end in a time limit draw yet. Knock on wood. I don't want that to happen at all. So we'll see what happens here. It is a best of 6, strangely enough, which also means that we need to win 4 out of the 6 contests to be declared the victors. Otherwise, anything else is considered a loss, even if we do 3 and 3. Quick reminder, there's also submissions at play, so these matches could end at any time. Like even right here, tap, tap, tap. You never know. You never know. Sometimes the submission just hits a certain way. M. Dickey standing over Monica Marquez, but not paying attention where Conrad Thompson is, breaking up the submission. As now Monica feeling the adrenaline, as Hurdy-Gurdy's getting distracted by M. Dickey. Monica Marquez, cartwheel! Into a submission attempt, has to rope break because her own legs are in the ropes. Into an armbar now, and Hurdy-Gurdy in a lot of trouble so far in this contest. Has not been able to get her footing whatsoever. Has the Strong Style Wrestling Women's Champion. And she's just getting the life choked out of her here by Monica Marquez. Trying to get back on in the swing of things here is Hurdy-Gurdy. Smothering Monica. Now into an ankle lock. Finally gets her to drop her title. Up and over she goes. Monica back on top. Rope break once again. Nice Northern Lights by Hurdy-Gurdy. Ref out of position. 1. Just a 1 count. 1.5, let's say. Hurdy-Gurdy. Nice head scissor takeover. Couldn't hold on to the armbar, but able to throw her opponent all the way into the corner of the mat, or the ring, I should say. Drop kicking her into the turnbuckles as well. Trying to avoid those kicks. Charges in. Exchanging blows. Now Hurdy-Gurdy. That half mount. Trying to keep Monica Marquez on the canvas. Nothing doing. Back into the armbar by Monica. Let's get a bird's eye of that. Let's go pretty quickly, however. Falls up with a drop kick. Conrad trying to get involved. Oh! Another version of the skull-crushing finale there. To Monica Marquez by Hurdy-Gurdy. Now into it. Bow and arrow submission. Oh, wait. That's a Romero special, I think. And that is it! She taps! Just like that, Hurdy-Gurdy has earned the victory! Making Monica Marquez submit! 1-0 strong style! They don't comment on how good or bad they were. Raise the profile of strong style by winning. Damage the reputation of Wrestling Revolution by losing. Matt Dickey is not happy. Conrad had nothing to say about it, I guess. Look at this guy! All Cobain, why are you dressed like Mitsuharu Misawa? Hey, Sofinity! Nice to see you, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us for a little Wrestling Empire here. Is that supposed to be Dutch Mantel? Or like Cactus Jack? I'm gonna go Cactus Jack. Okay, so All Cobain is the guy in green, that's their representative. I just want to put them against like the nastiest, like the kick-assinest. Okay, just because he wasn't used last week. Oh, nice, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming through. You're here for most of a promotional war that we are now engaged in as Strong Style Wrestling against Wrestling Revolution. We're up 1-0 as Hurdy-Gurdy, our women's champion, defeated Monica Marquez, their women's champion. And now I have to find someone to face someone called All Cobain. My choice is the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman, who it works for us but hasn't debuted yet, basically. So, crossing our fingers, because again, we can't affect the rules. We can't affect how the arena looks. We can't put any script on this thing. All we can do, there's 2 things we can do. We can watch the match, or I can play as Steve Blackman. I'm not very good at this game, so we're just going to watch the match and see what Steve do. In their debut for Strong Style Wrestling, out comes, accompanied by Strong Style Wrestling CEO Conrad Thompson, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman, kendo stick in hand, making their way to the ring. All right. And their opponent, with the creepy-ass music, All Cobain. His first name is All. That's All Cobain. Accompanied by his boss, Matt Dickey, representing Wrestling Revolution. These are all created wrestlers by Matt Dickey themselves. All right, now we get a little intro here, a little intro promotional contest. First, we're going to introduce All Cobain, representing Wrestling Revolution, as he throws the weapon out of the ring as there are disqualifications. This is a straight-up contest. Representing SSW, please welcome, for the very first time, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. It is Cactus Jack of Hollywood, to be an impartial ref, as we have Bob Backlund and Dana White calling the action. At least I think that's Bob Backlund from the bow tie. Oh my God, vertebreaker to Conrad Thompson by All Cobain to start us off. Unfortunately for All Cobain, Conrad isn't in the matchup. Sheer drop brainbuster by Steve Blackman to All Cobain in response. Belly to belly, up and over goes Cobain. Now M. Dickey getting the face of Steve Blackman. Oh, there's countouts. I forgot. There's going to be countouts Submissions count, disqualifications count, pinfalls count. This is going to be the most wrestly of the wrestly shows. It's all wrestle. Matt Dickey's out. Steve Blackman is back in, trying to get close to Al Cobain. Beautifully dodges that kick. As the timer continues to wind down here, a 10-minute time limit on these matches. Big scoop and a slam by Al Cobain. Oh, into the cutter by Blackman. These things could end at any time. Submissions all count. Nice ankle pick by Blackman, the lethal weapon. Neither of these competitors here for a long time. They are here for the glory of victory or the agony of defeat. Conrad, what are you doing, buddy? Steve is your charge. You do not need to get in the ring right now. Now you need to get in there. Conrad Thompson. Oh, I thought he was going to go destroy or turn that into a sunset flip. As he is encouraged to get out of the ring by referee Cactus Jack, belly to belly. Another belly to belly out of the ring. You're not wrong. Steve Blackman would probably give a heck of a massage, with or without all the stuff that he has in his backpack, or his little like doctor bag of tricks he used to bring to the ring. My favorite story about Steve Blackman is how he had mono at some point in his life, and he was like hospital bedridden for like a period of almost 2 years, and then he got himself back into Steve Blackman shape after he got out of it. Dear God, Al Cobain is tapping furiously, but it does not help him on the floor. You gotta get back in the ring, guys. There's only a 10 count. We're up to 8. What are we doing? Al Cobain gets back in the ring. Blackman back in at 8. Al Cobain trying to get a bit of a breather, but there's really nowhere to run to or nowhere to hide in this matchup. As Al Cobain stumbles towards Steve Blackman, center of the ring. Oh, gets a spear in. And that is it. Blackman catches him in a submission. And gets the tap out. Al Cobain complaining about the outside interference, but Al Cobain, accompanied by Matt Dickey, had exactly the same advantage as Blackman did. Kind of a poor sport there. Steve Blackman. 2-0, Strong Style Wrestling. 2 more victories and we've got this. Hello? I just noticed that Pretzel Rock crashed on us. You want to go ahead and play anything? There we go. Pretzel Rock is back. Made Al Cobain submit in less than 3 minutes. Severely injured his neck in that match and is out for 2 weeks. Even then, will be a shadow of his former self. We destroyed that man's career. Al Cobain may never be the same after that. Imagine what would have happened if we let it go a full 3 minutes. Steve Blackman has raised the profile. Matt Dickey is mad that his client got hurt. We're up 2 matches to none. Now it's Matt Dickey's chance to do something about it directly, as Matt Dickey in one corner will be facing Conrad Thompson, here dressed as Akeem the African Dream, whilst Teddy Long is our special guest referee. I'm guessing. I don't know if that's Teddy Long, but it certainly looked like him. Haul at ya, playa. Okay, that's it. Again, we don't have any control over the arena or the rule set. 10-minute time limit. All the ways to win are in effect. So that's pinfall, submission, disqualification, count out. This is the boss round. So it's promoter versus promoter. M. Dickey versus our very own Conrad Thompson. Let's get on down to the ring. Out first, Wrestling Revolution's founder, Matt Dickey, accompanied by no one, since typically he would be accompanying the wrestlers that work for him. And his opponent, representing Strong Style Wrestling, also unaccompanied, Conrad Thompson. This is my technical avatar in this game. This is who I'm quote-unquote playing as. We have an ad break coming up in about 30 seconds, everybody. If you would like to avoid such things, please consider a subscription. I try to keep them as far away from each other and as short as possible. Conrad Thompson introduced first. Got a lot to say on the microphone, but we didn't turn it on, so no one else is going to hear it. Matt Dickey, and now I just want to see if I was right in assuming that this was Teddy Long. Yeah! Teddy Long of Federation Online, here to be an impartial referee. Alright, we're going to start this matchup in pitcher, it looks like. And then we'll be right back with you for the duration. Again, I can't quite tell who's at the commentation station because it literally picks anybody from any promotion. A one-armed German suplex to Conrad to start things off from Matt Dickey. And now into an armbar. This thing can end quickly if he gets this locked in tight. Conrad trying to fight out of it. All right, 10-minute time limit. Standard match rules apply. As M. Dickey tried to position Conrad close to the ropes. What a cartwheel! Off the ropes comes Conrad. Blocking some of M. Dickey's offense here. Plank, rope break. That's a rope break. Ooh. Try to scoop M. Dickey up. M. Dickey slips out of it. As an ECW chant is breaking out for some reason. Here we are in Pitcha. Quick cover attempt by Matt Dickey. 2! Conrad at a 2. Scooping a huge slam to Conrad once again. It's been mostly M. Dickey for the first minute and a half here. Conrad's got to get something going. Hang on, small package. 1, 2, 3, that's it! Just like that! Conrad wins! Hilarious! Conrad has put us up 3 matches to none! Just like that! His first real offense of the match is a small package roll-up, and he gets the victory! Yeah, you're not wrong. The Akeem, the African Dream outfit certainly looks like a Fallout coveralls too. You're not wrong. That's hilarious. Okay, so in the boss round, we beat him with a roll-up, and we are up 3 matches to none. Raising the profile of Strong Style, while Matt Dickey has damaged the reputation of Wrestling Revolution. Oh, what's up? I'm tired of busting my ass in the gym for such small gain, says Beth Phoenix, one of the most jacked female wrestlers. I am absolutely not paying $1,100 for your steroids. And don't you complain about health insurance either. Absolutely not will I be paying for steroids for you. I have health insurance, so if I need steroids, then you better pay for them. So I think she's just going to take them anyway, because she has health insurance. I don't know. Then why did you need to ask me? Maybe to, like, clear it with me? Who the heck is this guy? Woodrow. Their Intercontinental Champion against our television champion, who is currently Drew McIntyre. I'm just trying to get... Okay, Ric Flair can referee this one. Apparently, yeah, that's what I mean, Saffinity. I don't know that they were, but apparently steroids are included in our health insurance plan. That is some comprehensive coverage. Because, like, not having steroids in your system, technically a pre-existing condition. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't have steroids. And I could. All right, we're going to leave this as is. Drew McIntyre representing Strong Style Wrestling as our television champion up against Woodrow, who is Wrestling Revolution's Intercontinental Champion, I do believe. Yeah, it's fine if the doctor prescribed it. I mean, in the 90s, in the late 80s, early 90s, the WWF certainly had some doctors that prescribed them some stuff, for sure. I remember those court cases, for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, same rules as always. 10 minutes to get this done. The only positive I can think is that Drew might come out with Christian instead of Conrad, because Conrad's a little beat up after these previous matches. So Drew McIntyre, our television champion, against Woodrow, their intercontinental champ, I believe is what it is. But again, we just have to win one of the 3 last matches, and we'll have won the promotional battle. Not to jinx it. Not to jinx it. Let me knock on wood again. We just need to win one of the last 3 matches. It would be awesome if it were this one. And we just knocked it out 4 in a row. Big Bob Orson! Tag team partner to Woodrow. Or at least Woodrow's heater. Big Bob Orson. Whoa, what a counter to Christian Cage. I like your light blue strap. That's kind of fun. Looks kind of denim-y, though. All right, interpromotional contest between Wrestling Revolution and Strong Style. First, representing Wrestling Revolution with the blue Intercontinental belts, that is Woodrow. Down there in the black trunks. And then our television champion in the blue, Drew McIntyre, with the long hair and the beard. And they are Ric Flair from Maple Leaf Grappling, here to be an impartial referee. As M. Dickey and Asuka, I think that's Asuka. M. Dickey and Asuka, I believe, are calling the action for this one. Oh! Before Woodrow even turns around. Okay, so outside the ring we have Big Bob Orson. Hang on, hang on, hang on! Barely a 1 count. Oh, the partial referee happens when I'm allowed to be the referee, and unfortunately I can't be the referee during an interpromotional battle, or I would just, you know, be the ref every match and make sure that my guys won. I've definitely been a partial referee in the past, don't get me wrong. It's fun. It's also complicated because I need to operate the camera and be the referee at the same time. So I need to use the mouse to do the camera, which I'm doing right now. And then I need the arrow keys and the spacebar to do my referee duties when I'm referee. It's much easier to just book the matches and commentate on them. That still means I need to operate the drone cam, but, you know, it's a little less. Submissions still count here as Drew McIntyre aggressively trying to ground Woodrow. Christian Cage get in the face of Ric Flair, our referee. You don't want to raise the ire of one Big Bob Orson. Sheer drop brainbuster by Woodrow to McIntyre. I wish I could check out their stats. Oh, into a cutter by Drew. So I would make sure to, like, put someone who beat the stats of the other wrestler opposite them in the ring, but you never know. Now, the next matchup is supposed to be the tag team, a tag team matchup. So one of our tag teams being represented against their tag team champions. The Giant and Coco Beware are the tag team champions for Strong Style Wrestling. The Giant is hurt. Coco Beware is hurt. They have stitches in their face that they need time to heal. So neither are available for this promotional war. So I don't know who I'm going to use for the tag team match, and I don't know who I'm going to use for the world title match. I feel like whomever I use for either of those matches should be the #1 contender to the title belts that they're technically representing. Like, if I find another tag team, I should give them a title shot, win or lose. And when I find someone to represent the world, like a world title caliber athlete, I should give that athlete a title shot against the Giant. So I'm just headcanon that real quick. Hang on! Just a 1 count there from Drew McIntyre. Woodrow kicked out of the pin so strong, he threw Drew onto Ric Flair, the referee. Lots of fight left in Woodrow. Lots of fight left in Drew. Big spear by the Scotsman, our proud television champion, having recently unseated Taz for that title. Bobby Lashley's been doing well, yeah. He was penciled in to be... He's near the top of the card for sure. I was thinking him, maybe a Bam Bam, if I really felt like it. Something of that nature. Oh, that is it! That is it! Another submission victory! And Drew McIntyre has cemented our promotional win by submitting Woodrow Woodcock in about 3 minutes and 11 seconds. We have done it. Everything else is just gravy. Even if they win the last 2, we are up 4 matches to none in a 6-match card. All right. So not only... So we get all the fans that show up here. We get all the fans, and we kick the other place out of the country. It's win, 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 win. Okay, so made them submit. Woodrow has damaged the reputation. Drew McIntyre has raised the profile. 2 more matches to go. So here's the tag team round. Who are they defaulting? Oh, they put them there. No. Don't you dare. Okay, I'm not going to stick with that because they're hurt. So instead of that person, I'm going to put Bobby Lashley and his tag team partner, since you mentioned Bobby. Bobby Lashley and Andrew Martin. That's right. The law offices of Lashley and Martin up against these guys in a 15-minute tag team affair. So that means that there are tags in and out of the ring. Okay, that's good to know. All I'm doing at the moment, and I don't know why he keeps changing his partner. That's weird. Why does he keep changing your partner? I'm just trying to find a referee that I recognize. Doink the Clown! Perfect. Doink the Clown. There we go. Against refereeing the match between Lashley and Martin, representing Strong Style, and Buddy Buchanan and Gino White are the opposition here, the Wrestling Revolution Tag Team Champions. 15-minute tag team match headed your way right about meow. Special referee Doink the Clown. There they are, Wrestling Revolution's Tag Team Champions with the natural leather belt straps. Buddy Buchanan and Gino White making their way to the ring. Fighting for pride more than anything else now, as the promotional war is essentially over. And repping Strong Style Wrestling, Lashley and Martin. Formerly associated with Bobby Heenan as members of the Heenan family, now on their own, Lashley and Martin. Personal injury lawyers is what they call themselves. The Strong Style Wrestling team. These personal injury lawyers, as they will personally injure you. And the Wrestling Revolution team, Gino and Buddy. My name is Doink. Come on, camera. Camera! I'm Doink the Clown of Super Lucha Libre, and I'm here to be an impartial referee. Thanks, Doink. I can't believe it's been this long since I've been playing Wrestling Empire this long, and I have never used Doink the Clown before. Meanwhile, at the desk, it's Jesse the Body Ventura and Butterbean, maybe? I'm not too sure. There, you can see 1 in, 1 out. Standard tag team rules apply. As we said, this interpromotional contest is going to be the most wrestling of all the wrestles we ever do. All the rules. Oh, a drop kick to Andrew Martin by, I want to say Buddy Buchanan? I don't know which of these is which. Gino White and Buddy Buchanan. Count being administered. I had to add a mod to the game that made sure the countouts worked properly. As again, the fight is spilled out here. Doesn't really matter how this one ends up. Pressure is certainly off of Martin and Lashley, but they're aiming for a clean sweep, I would guess. Misses that leg lariat, does Andrew Martin outside the ring, rolls into the count of 6. Big pile driver to Andrew. It's got to be Buddy Buchanan in there, I would suspect. Oh, fall away slam to Test as well. Into the Boston Crab. Buddy Buchanan all over Andrew Test Martin here. In comes Lashley. Clothesline to the back of the head. Breaks it up. Lashley and White got to get out of here. Big powerbomb to Buddy Buchanan on the way out. Wrong part of town for Buddy. Big scoop and a slam to Test once again. And a tag. In comes Gino. Gets stuck in a headlock takeover, but too close to the ropes for Andrew Martin. Has to let go. Nice turning belly to belly into a tag to Bobby Lashley. Nicely done. Whoa! Up and over goes Andrew Martin. Oh, God! Catastrophically injured! Catastrophically injured was Andrew Martin. Flipping over the top rope. I believe his neck hit the ring apron on the way down. Outside of the ring, not moving, is Bobby Lashley's partner. It's now a 2-on-1 match. I'm so glad we secured the victory before this matchup started. Or we would be in trouble as Andrew Martin somehow back to his feet, trying to get back up on the apron, clutching at his side. Northern Lights by Lashley. 1, 2. No. Oh, was that ever close? Andrew Martin getting in the ring. This is ill-advised. Has 0 health. Belly to belly over the ropes to the floor. By Lashley to Gino White. Lashley now gorilla pressing the commentation station for no reason. Just to show that he can. Lashley getting mixed up with Buddy Buchanan in the corner. Oh, shoves him off into the commentation station outside the ring. Lashley considering a tag back into Andrew Martin. Or just trying to lure Gino White into the Strong Style Wrestling team's corner. Oh, belly to belly catches Buchanan. He's outside of the ring. Lashley focus on the legal fighter. Back to Gino White, huge clothesline. Now rolling out of the ring to fight Buddy. Lashley trying to take on both members of the tag team on his own, as he knows Andrew Martin needs much more time to re-engage if he can, in fact, get back into this thing properly. Oh, a huge belly to belly by Gino sends Lashley to the floor. Andrew Martin balanced precariously on the top rope as Bobby Lashley having to contend with Buddy Buchanan and drop that championship belt on his way back into the ring. Distracted long enough for that belly to belly into the ring by Gino. Pile driver to Bobby Lashley. Bobby doesn't know where he is right now. Wait, small package, too close to the ropes though. Great wrestling instinct by Lashley, but that's not going to do it. Got to get him into the middle of the ring, if he can help it. As he now pulls him toward his own corner. You see Buddy Buchanan trying to fight Bobby Lashley from the apron, gets belly to bellied into the ring. Big elbow drop and then back to Gino. Headlock takeover in the ropes. In the ropes, that's going to be a rope break. Andrew Martin trying to fight this thing. I don't even know if he knows where he is right now. Lashley distracted by Gino White. Excuse me, distracted by Buddy Buchanan. No. Yeah, distracted by Buddy Buchanan. He's got to focus on Gino White. Scoops him up. Center of the ring. Big spear by Lashley. Trying to tap him out. Andrew Martin trying to play defense. Trying to help him out. Lashley looking for the full mount here. Gets broken up by Buddy. Stunner. Stunner to Buddy. Gino tried to tag him and he wasn't there. Lashley with the adrenaline flowing. Looking to finish off Gino once and for all. Meanwhile, his partner Andrew Martin collapsed, trying to get back to the ring apron. Throwing German suplex. Pin that man. Pin him. Just pin him. Pin him. Pin him to the canvas. Lashley refuses. Again distracted by Buddy Buchanan. Again, showing too much concern for Andrew Martin, who should just really stay at ringside and not even be on the apron right now. Gino is not moving. Finally, he sits up. Bobby, you wasted so much time. Letting him crawl to his corner. Into a knee bar. Tap him out. And that is it. We've won another one. Bobby Lashley tapping out Gino White after playing with his food a little. Andrew Martin hurt his foot, broke his foot. We'll be out a month. All right. Hangs on, and they still pick up the deuce. Andrew Martin and Bobby Lashley beating Buddy Buchanan and Gino White. Whoa, in the tag team round. 5-0! Strong Style Wrestling. Injured his foot. Bobby Lashley raised the profile. Buddy Buchanan's agility went up. Gino White has damaged his reputation by failing to win. Congratulations, everybody. All right, it's time for the main event. The world champion of Wrestling Revolution, Jushin Thunder Liger. I just want to find a referee that I recognize. I just don't recognize that lady. Otherwise, I'd use her. Aubrey! All right, Aubrey Edwards, former referee for us, can ref this one. Okay, who do I want to put in there against their world champion? Old Man Sting, one of our biggest fighters. Old Man Sting. Sting versus Liger. Old, reliable Old Man Sting. All right, again, we can't do anything with the rules. We can't do anything with the arena. It says defend title. It doesn't mean defend title. Because if it did, I would be the champion of your promotion right now. Like, I would have won all of the belts. Anyway. We got Aubrey Edwards here as referee. I will not be playing as Aubrey. I could play as Sting. That's my only option. I'm not going to play as anybody. We're just going to let this play out in front of our very eyes. Jushin Thunder Liger against Old Man Sting. And then we're going to do the fallout of the show, see where it sets us up for the last week of October before we sign off for the afternoon. Let's get on down to the ring for the World Championship round in this interpromotional contest. Wrestling Revolution's Jushin Thunder Liger, accompanied by Matt Dickey, headed down to the ring. Proudly representing the promotion as their world champion. As, oh, I don't even want to say who's doing commentary for this one. Boo! Huge boo to that asshole in the red hat. Boo! Boo this man. Meanwhile, Old Man Sting, representing Strong Style Wrestling, accompanied by his boss, Conrad Thompson, making their way out to the ring. Please throw someone through the commentation station and attack that commentator. Boo! Real hunk of garbage over there at the desk. I don't know who you're next to. The gentleman in the white shirt and the mustache. Oh, as Sting goes over to give him a piece of his mind. Boo to that guy. Please welcome first, Old Man Sting. What's up? Old Man Sting with a barbed wire baseball bat, which you cannot use in this matchup. As M. Dickey giving some last second instructions to Jushin Thunder Liger. Oh! Sting is here in place of Sting's Army member and new world champion, The Giant. We're going to see them in action next week. They'll be headlining the pay-per-view for their first appearance as world champion. Here we go. I know the stakes are high, but let's get this underway. A 10-minute time limit. Roll up to submission hold. This could be over in a matter of moments. As I've said, I've not had a matchup hit the 10-minute mark with all of the rules in place as they are here. With countouts, with disqualifications, with submissions, with pinfalls. I've not had a match go the full 10. Conrad Thompson getting in Northern Lights by Jushin Liger and then getting Sting out of a submission predicament as well. Aubrey Edwards taking out the trash. Bulldog and Conrad Thompson out of that submission. Sting with a big press slam off the ropes. Chaos reigning as it usually does here in Wrestling Empire. Crossface by Stinger. Liger desperate to reach the ropes here. In comes M. Dickey. Just passing through. Just passing through. Rope break on the headlock takeover. Dragon screw by Liger. Another rope break. Cartwheel into the submission there. I've seen that a couple of times today. Into the Dragon Sleeper by Liger. Looking to choke the life out of Old Man Sting. Sting fading here. Gotta try to fight. Maneuvers himself into position for a rope break. Beautifully done. Pulls Liger back to his feet. Scoops him up. Over his head. Big slam. Back into the crossface. Countered. 2 minutes gone. 8 minutes remain. Sling Blade by Jushin Thunder Liger. Misses the standing shooting star. Sends Sting off the ropes. More or less. As Aubrey clears the ring of clutter. Spin kick. Sting dodges. Into an armbar. They're in the ropes though. Liger lets go immediately. Dragging Sting to the center of the ring. Crucifix. Pin attempt. 1, 2. Sting out at 2. Sting saying it's showtime. Follows Liger to the top. Top rope superplex by Sting. Sting feeling it. Following up on Liger. Lefts and rights. Big drop kick. Liger rolls to the floor to get it. His win back, but there's a 10 count. Oh! Ricocheting Sting off the apron to the floor and something reminiscent of a coffin drop. Into the submission on the floor. Sting can tap here and it's not going to matter. Into the Dragon Sleeper on Liger now. Referee up to 5. Back and forth they go on the floor. Aubrey trying to get them back in the ring. Oh! Liger tapping to the cattle mutilation, but it doesn't count on the floor. Back and forth they go. They're up to 7. 8 as they rush back into the ring. Sting, leg drop, backdrop suplex. Leg grab, backdrop suplex. Now a belly to belly for M. Dickey. Monkey flipping Liger into the corner. As Aubrey's trying to get rid of M. Dickey. Sting and Liger struggling back to their feet. Oh, big spear. Sting covering up. Bucking Liger off. Ducks another spin kick. Barring the arm is Liger. That could cause Sting to tap. Oh, Fujiwara Styles! Trying to snap the arm of Sting! Conrad Thompson in the ring! Rear naked choke on Liger! Aubrey's got to get him out of there. Cattle mutilation now! Liger distracted, bulldog by Sting! Into a pin attempt, but too close to the ropes. Conrad Thompson being thrown out! Aubrey throwing Conrad out! Former co-workers! Conrad's out of here! Another monkey flip into the corner. 5 minutes gone. We're halfway through this contest. What a main event! Pride on the line for Wrestling Revolution, as Strong Style Wrestling has already thoroughly defeated them in its interpromotional battle. Liger trying to unseat Sting for a bit of pride for his promotion as world champ. Just being smothered by the Stinger in this rear naked choke. Rolls through. Somehow still not a rope break. Pulling him away from the ropes, in fact. Wrenching with all he's got. But there's Matt Dickey to break it up. Into a small package. Shooting star, standing shooting star onto both Matt Dickey and Sting. Into a figure 4 by the Stinger. Matt Dickey tries to break it up and misses. Liger in a world of hurt here. Got the go behind on Sting. Electric chair. Oh, can't keep him up. Into the Scorpion Deathlock, center of the ring. Sting could do it. Looking for the clean sweep. No, gets countered. Roll up by Liger. 2, 3, Liger wins. Liger steals it. We still win 5-1. But what a crafty victory for world champion Liger on Old Man Sting. We'll let him have it. little something to send his promotion home happy. They got 1 win. All right. Jushin Thunder Liger pinned Old Man Sting in the World Championship round in front of 13,000 fans. Wow. Old Man Sting damaged the reputation. I think we'll be okay. Jushin Thunder Liger has raised the profile. Okay, there you go. Conrad Thompson's not happy. Strong Style Wrestling has beaten Wrestling Revolution in the Philippines after winning 5 out of the 6 matches. So we get the revenue of all 13,000 of those fans. Gimme. I said gimme. Woo! So we just thoroughly spanked the number 2 wrestling promotion. 5 matches to 1 to, you know, establish our dominance, reiterate our dominance over the landscape. It's also nice that we get all the revenue. And we also have to do all the expenses. Ooh, not bad. Ooh, that's a fair chunk of change. That's pretty good. Because we only had to use 6 people from our roster. Plus a referee, I guess. Plus, I guess, Conrad. We pay Conrad every time. That's 11 grand. There we go. 13,000. We're going to head back to Japan because we just lost it. Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming through. All right. We're going to go back to Near Falls. They hate noisy crowds. Yay! Coco's back. All right. Coco's back from his injury. The Giant's back from his injury. Thank goodness. Rising Sun has toppled Strong Style in Kazakhstan. Sure you did. Maple Leaf of Grappling has dethroned us in Nigeria. Sure you did. Medusa has renewed her contract with Super Lucha Libre and will remain with the promotion for the next 35 weeks. What's up, Beth? Do you think I could have a match against the Great Too Hottie on the next show? Sure, let me write that down. Beth versus Too Hottie. You got it. You got it. I'm glad you share my vision, Conrad Thompson. This could be the start of something big. No problem. And there it is. Now we're set up for a pay-per-view in Japan. And then next week, if you'll note, we have a television show and then a charity show that we didn't sign up for. We just have to do one. Yeah, that's our charity event. So when next we broadcast, we will be bringing you this 10-match pay-per-view and perhaps the television afterwards. We'll see how that goes. Let's check our roster. How are we doing overall? Okay, who do we have? Beth we only have for 8 weeks, 11 for Kofi, 20 for Red Shoes, 21, 17, 16. I think we only have like 16 weeks left of the actual show. So we'll be okay. Okay. Although Sting's on his own, except he has this staple over here. Still have to debut Scott Hall. Writing that down. Scott Hall debut. Nobody else was mad about not being on the show, so that's all good. Yeah, everyone else has worked. Oh, Bad News Kingston. There, I'll put him against Bad News Kingston to start. So it'll be Bad News Kingston against Scott Hall, and they want to do Beth Phoenix versus Scotty or the Great Too Hottie. We can do that too. Okay, that's all set. Let's take a look at our stats here. The database. Yeah, yeah, the best. Most popular brand in all of this wrestling universe is us. Strong Style Wrestling with a 97% approval rating. The most popular wrestling in our promotion is the Giant has a 99% approval rating. That's insane. So the Giant and Raven are our 2 most popular combatants. The Giant is a babyface and Raven is a heel. So I might go ahead and put them against each other. Sting's up there. Yeah. There, if I do that, that's for the entire that's for the entire game. So Lance Storm, our former world champion who left us to go to Super Lucha Libre, he's the reason he's that popular. The Giant, we did that all on our own. Tony Khan used to be a referee for us, and that's why they're that popular. Conrad's a ref for us, that's why they're that popular. Jushin, they did. Rob Van Dam, they did. Aubrey Edwards was a referee for us. That's us. Road Warrior Raven, that's us. Abyss, that's us. Most skillful, most agile, toughest, most reliable. Best overall. Highest paid. Not a lot of people for my guys. I mean, just Conrad for his $11,000. Most committed. That's just how long their contract is. Oldest and youngest. Newbie Nate. Has the same attire as Matt Dickey. Oh yeah, so if we do champion history really quick. Booking wise, it started under the tutelage, or like Paul Heyman was in charge, and then I took over as Conrad. Here's our last 10 champions. Oh yeah, that's right. Rob Van Dam was with us. I thought so. That also helps show how popular they were. Our world title history, Giant, our current champ. Our television title history. Old Man Sting, former 2-time champ. Drew, our current champion. Our women's title. We've only had 9 champions in our history. Holly Holm, 2-time champ. Yeah, Molly Holly was the previous champion. I thought so. Saraya, our initial champion. A lot of tag team champ. Look at that. That's just this year. January to September is your last 10 people who've held it. Sting's Army, 2-time champs. Hollywood Elite, 2-time champs. Lashley Martin, Flock of Doom have all held it. Woo! And we are holding it down as the most popular brand in this wrestling world. Okay. And that is going to do it for me for this afternoon. I would like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing everybody out there chill vibes and a wish for clear skies. And if you happen to find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. Quick shout out to White Rabbit Objects. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you so much to Gaming Master LT for hanging out. Nice to see you, Emery Lane, as always. Nice to see... Who else was here? I'm scrolling. Nice to see Sofinity. Thank you so much for hanging out. Lovely to see y'all this afternoon. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I think that's everybody. Yeah, the only one I can really shout out is Pretzel Rocks, and they're here because I made them. Let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That is going to do it for me for the week. I will be back Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for some Baron Breakfast. If we feel like playing Baron Breakfast, I have considered choosing another game because it's a little... It's okay, but I've seemed to have lost my momentum with it, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, have yourselves a great weekend. Hopefully I see you Monday, 3 p.m. Styles. If not, thanks for spending the time with me. You did. So long for now. Bye-bye!